So, in today's video, we'll talk about, is Maplestory Universe dying? Is the game dying? It would appear so. We see downtrend, that the token's price in crypto games typically tends downward, down, right? It has been less than a year since Maplestory Universe has come to the market. And we've seen some good days, we've seen some worse days, and it seems that we were at the lowest that we've ever been. There's been like 25 cents is I think the lowest, but 28 cents is pretty much right there. It seems that it's done for, but I beg to differ, because if we let's look at the day. So we're up about 0.5% on the day, which is, negligible. On the week, we're up 2% on the week, which is, any green is good, right? We always want to see uptrend in crypto in our investments, right? But we have to look at the broader macroeconomic market to understand and see what's really going on, so we can predict where the price of the token is going to go. So let's look at first, we'll come here to Steam charts. Okay, the total players on Steam. We see that the trend, it's typically up, right? The most players that we've ever seen before. Now, this isn't including the global players playing through the launcher. This is including Taiwan players or Korean players, but just the player base that we see on Steam. And it gives us a pretty good overall guesstimate of the health and player retention of the game. Now, in recent years, we've seen like Go West, and then we saw like the Ascent skill, and then we saw, just more quality of life like Familiars and Grandis and all this stuff, right? There have been new bosses and new content as of late, but as we can see, the trend of the game is upwards, right? I'm gonna come over here to X. There's this article that they were doing an interview with Keith, one of the key developers, and he pointed out that they have, look, the total amount of NXPC we've recovered from players has exceeded the amount that we paid out as rewards. So what does that mean? I think anybody who can, understand basic economics can see that if you have any business, if you have any plan, if you have any, structure that you're building something, you want to see growth. Right? So if they're making more than they're paying out, then that's its footing. That's the base. That's the lowest that it can possibly go, the bottom. Okay? So if we come back over here, we see as of recently, that seems to be the case, because there's more volatility over here as they're fighting bots, as they're rolling out events, as they're introducing more content. There's these spikes dropped, bots fighting, we see a lull here, and then there was like a crash in the whole market kind of right here, and then again like another crash in the whole market right about here, because there are more people who hold NXPC as an investment than people playing the game, which is what we want. We want people to buy the token, right? But because we see that the player base in this game is on an upward trend, and we can know here by this article that has exceeded the amount that they're paying out in rewards. That means from here the only place that it can go is up. That's the only place it can go. Because if we're just talking about Maplestory Universe, if Nextbase just wanted to utilize this token for this one game, we would see increase still. But they're talking about adding more IPs to use the token. They're talking about maybe they'll add like Mabinagi, they'll add Cartwriter, they'll add Crazy Arcade, Vindictus, all these other flagship Nexon products. But there also talks about adding Pokemon and opening the blockchain to support other IPs, so we could see other games come on to utilize the token, like wouldn't it be insane to just have 10, 20, 50 games to come and to use this one because they want to have some kind of return on their investment. They want to go with a product that is going to appreciate over time, that people are going to use, where the trajectory is going to just be up. It's going to be up and up and up and up. So come, check out. Let's look at. So we'll come the week, the 2.5%. Let's look at the broader crypto market to see how we're performing against, the other. So CMC coin, same, a little bit less than Bitcoin, but as we can see, versus all of these other ones, there's a few outliers that are doing better, but versus the majority of the market, 2.22%, we are outperforming the vast majority of projects on the market right now. We're on the uptrend. So to go back to the question, is this game dead? Yes. It's actually at the deadest point that it can be right now. This is the deadest that we'll ever see it. We won't see it drop maybe below the lowest. It is impossible for it to drop even further because they've already stated that they have exceeded the amount that they paid out as rewards. They make more than what they're paying out, so if I give you $10 and you give me $7, that means you have $3. Next week I give you $10 and you give me $7, that means you have $6, right? It's impossible for you to have less money every week on week, if you're making more than you're paying out, right? So this is only the beginning. This is really the beginning of this project, the health and the growth of this project. As we continue to see more weeks, as we continue to see more IPs come into play, as we continue to see more utility and more projects being rolled out, and the, utilizing the creator fund and all this other stuff. So, is the game dead? Yes, but it will only get more alive from here. So go ahead and post your comments below and like and subscribe, guys. I'll see you in the next one.